Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you've had a good Easter break and are feeling refreshed for the half term ahead. This will be an unusual half term as we'll not be in school for 3 of the Mondays. The King's Coronation will take place on Saturday, May the 6th, with Monday, May the 8th being a bank holiday to mark the event. Students in years 9, 10, 11 will also be working towards the exams which start on May the 15th. I'd like to wish them all good luck with their preparation for these exams. The theme for this week's assembly is Charity Begins at Home. And we're going to start our assembly with a message from the Student Council. But before we do that, I thought it'd be useful to understand what is meant by charity. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the voluntary giving of help, typically in the form of money, to those in need. I would extend this definition to include volunteering time and energy to support a cause. Charities are often aimed at helping people, the most vulnerable people in our society. Here are some of the charities which you might have heard about or even supported yourself. Our school council have been giving this question some thoughts and have come up with the following ideas.
Good morning. We hope you've all had a lovely Easter and are ready for the new term. The theme for this week's assembly will be Charity Begins at Home. Do you agree with the statement? You can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone?
To make the world a better place for everyone, we all need to play our part in whatever way we can. Maybe that's through volunteering your time or skills for a cause you care about, or perhaps it's something as simple as being kind to strangers you meet in the day-to-day life, giving someone a smile, asking how they are, saying good morning or even goodbye. Why do we donate to charities, have you ever thought? We have, and these are our thoughts. Is it a reason that is close to your heart? You can help make a difference. Every donation makes an impact. Giving benefits society, neediest and most vulnerable. Brings us all much closer together in the community and with our society.
We would like to ask your help as a whole school for the next non-school uniform day, which will be Friday 14th July 2023. We would like your ideas on which charity half of this money raised should go towards. We always support our own school charity, which is the Alton Community Trust, TACT. The monies will be divided equally between this charity and the one we choose as a school. So how can you help? Within your form groups, we would like you to let us know what charities you would like to support and why. Have you used these charities before? What do you know about these charities? Why are you choosing this charity?
We would like you to discuss these in your forms and then let either Ms Nicholson or Ms Wiseman know. We are hoping to make up a Google Forms so you can be a part of the process for choosing the charity we support on our next non-school uniform day. Please can we have these suggestions by the 28th of April. We would also like to take the opportunity in asking for your clothes you wear on these non-school uniform days to be appropriate. No fancy dress costumes, no shorts or skirts and no crop tops. We want this to be a nice day for us all to enjoy. Please can you also remember to pay via Parent Pay or bring your donations on the day. We noticed that last time non-school uniform day happened and 150 students didn't pay, and it's just the charities that are missing out. Thank you all for listening and thank you for voicing your voice. Have a good day. Thank you.
Great words from our student council representatives. It is good to be reminded that even simple things can make a difference. Here are some of the main points from their presentation. Volunteering your time and skills to a cause you care about is a really good way to support charities. Being kind to other simple things, like we said, a smile, a thank you, opening a door for somebody to pass through. The non-uniform day, which they're organising, will take place in July on Friday the 14th. If you have any ideas, then please share that with the Student Council as to which charities you would like to support on this day. They said they will share a Google form with each tutor group in order to collect your ideas. Appropriate clothes on the day, we'll remind you of this near the time again, but no fancy dress costumes, no short shorts or skirts or tops, please, so that everyone can enjoy the day. And if everyone contributes, then we can help to make a difference to the charities chosen. I'd like to talk briefly about the idea of charity beginning at home and link this to the idea of one of our school respecting yourself. Home is where you live And often in the business of life, we forget to look after ourselves and have that respect that we need. In terms of charity beginning at home and respecting ourselves, we can think about self-care. Self-care doesn't mean we're going to be indulgent to ourselves or be selfish and not think about anybody else. Self-care is about looking after yourself so that you can be healthy and well. You can do your best at school and in your hobbies and the things you enjoy, and you can help and care for other people. The kind of things you can see in the image on the screen are important things to think about when you look at self-help. Respecting yourself and self-care should be a really important part of our thinking. This is a list I got from the NHS, and it looks at things you might consider to help you look after yourself. It's connecting with others in the real world, not via social media. Being active, exercise, going for a walk, being out in nature, enjoying hopefully what is going to be a nice summer ahead of us. To learn new things, to challenge yourself, to give to others, to support others, to help others, and to pay attention to the present moment. Now, in the time I've got, I'm not going to be able to go through each one of these, but I'm going to talk about just one in particular. I'm going to talk about paying attention and being in the present moment. This can be hard in the hustle and bustle of life. It can often mean that we're caught up in our own thoughts. Mindfulness is about being more aware of these thoughts and feelings and the world around you. And this has been shown to improve your mental well-being. To help us appreciate the present moment, you could ask yourself the following question when you are doing things. What can you hear? What can you see? What can you feel at the present moment? That really does help to bring the focus back into what you're doing right now. At times, we might feel anxious, stressed, or have the voice of self-doubt. I think that everyone has that voice telling you can't do something or you will fail if you try to do that. And dealing with this can be quite hard. But if we can see that these are just events that will pass rather than truths or statements of fact, then it can really help us practice the self-care that we've talked about. Again, sometimes talking with other people can be a really good way to get this kind of self-help. I think this image is really useful, and I'm going to leave it on the slideshow for you to look at whilst you listen to the song that I've chosen for this assembly. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you can pick out some aspects that you can use to respect yourself and practice self-care.